Hi, this is J. Scott again, and I'm getting ready to actually finally seal my tank. I thought I would talk about different types of silicones to use and not use before I get started in the process here. What I've got here is I've got essentially 3 different brands of silicones. The first one here being an actual aquarium sealant. I don't know if you can see that. And I ordered that on eBay, and this one's in black, and that was about, I think it was like 10-11 bucks a tube. The second one is the GE silicone, and this one is okay to use. The thing you're really looking for is where it says right here, I'm not sure if you can really see that, right here it says 100% silicone. But you also want to make sure that there is nothing in it for mold resistance. A lot of the kitchen and bathroom silicones have a chemical in there to help resist mold in the bathtub and stuff like that, and you do not want to use that. Like, this is the DuPont silicone. See, it says 100% silicone right here, but you also see down here it says mold and mildew. So this is actually I'm going to use to reseal my bathroom tub, but it will never touch my fish tank because you can't use it in a fish tank. The last one over here is the same as this. It's just in a smaller container. The GE makes 2 different types of silicone. There's a silicone 1 and a silicone 2, and if you see in here, this one says silicone 1. This is the clear version, but there's a silicone 2, and the silicone 2 has the mold mildew stuff in it. So just be very careful when you're buying your silicone that you're getting stuff that's safe for the aquarium. Buying the aquarium sealant is the safest way to go. You know for a fact that you're getting the right ones, because you can stare at these things at the Home Depot or Lowe's and try to figure out which one's which. But main thing, if it says anything about mold and mildew on the details of the silicone, you don't want it. So, okay, well, let's move on to sealing the fish tank. Okay, so I'm going to start sealing by sealing the back corner. Start all the way at the bottom. Get a nice bead and keep applying pressure to the gun and go all the way to the top. Okay, it worked pretty well. Alright, so now I'm going to go along the bottom. Make sure you kind of rotate your silicone so that you got kind of the edge of the tube facing the right way. Make sure you put enough on there. The nice thing with the tape is you don't have to be super precise because it's going to make your nice smooth edge. Alright, now I'm coming this way with it so that I can put the overflow box in. Okay, so now I'm going to take and put silicone down on the bottom where the overflow box goes. And I actually made this bead too far to the tape. It needs to be closer to the middle. And again, like I said, its precision is not, especially on the bottom, you're never going to see it because it's going to be covered up. Alright, now I got to put the silicone. This is J. Huckscott again, and this will be attempt number 2 at sealing the 135 gallon tank. The first attempt was pretty much an abject failure. I took too much time doing it. I was trying to make sure I had enough silicone on there, and the silicone that I'm using seems to set up faster than other silicones that I've used in the past. So it seemed like when I went to take the tape off of it, the silicone was really sticking to the tape, and it was just a mess. And so here's the silicone that I'm using. It's this ASI aquarium, or yeah, ASI aquarium sealant, American Sealants Incorporated, and it's an aquarium sealant only. And so it seems to set up a little faster than the other. So I don't know if that was the problem or what, but either way, I got to do this again. Some of the areas I'm leaving, and I'm going to do some more, but it's really something that I think when I do it, I'm not going to try and film it and do it at the same time, because I got to make sure I have enough time and I'm not screwing around with the video camera in the process. But I'm going to put the silicone down in the corner when I get the bead laid down nice and flattened out. Then I'm going to pull the tape off of it so that it's set. So I'm not spending forever taking and pulling the tape off 15-20 minutes later, because that just doesn't work. That makes an absolute mess. I had silicone everywhere. It was awful. So I guess you live and you learn. So this will be attempt number 2, and hopefully I can show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, I am now done sealing my tank. Definitely not the best job ever done, and I'm probably going to go back and touch up some of the areas. Here, you can see it better this way. Some of the areas that need a little touching up, just to make them look a little better. But it's I watched a bunch of videos on YouTube, and everybody makes this out to be super simple, and it's not that complicated. But you definitely need to have a plan before you start, and then work that plan, and don't get sidetracked and don't get distracted, because the silicone sets up pretty quick. One of the things that I do like is I do like the way the black silicone looks on the black overflows in the back wall. You don't really see the silicone so much. The stuff on the bottom, that's all going to be covered with my aggregate. And I put clear silicone down the sides. I think you can see it right there in the front. But other than that, it's black all along the back and the box, and so I need to let it set for a couple of days. Then I'll probably do a water test. But again, my suggestion to anybody planning on doing this is make sure you got enough silicone before you start, and tape it off, and just be prepared to pull the tape off pretty quickly after you put the silicone on, because the sooner after you pull the tape, the better your line looks. If you wait 10 minutes or so, the silicone starts to set up a little bit, and then your lines don't look so good. So I would just I would do a little bit and then a little bit more. Do a part, pull the tape, and then do another part, then pull the tape, and just take your time, but work quickly. So that sounds kind of crazy, but a little bit of a contradiction there, but work with a purpose. So I'll be curious to see if this thing holds water. I sure hope so. But I think that's it for my resealing of the tank. At this point, I'm going to wait a couple of days. Like I said, I'll probably put some more silicone in some of the corners just to make sure tomorrow after this sets up, and then I'll wait until next week, give it a couple, 3-4 days, and then maybe try and do a water test if I'm in a position to do that in the garage. So that's it for Jayhawk Scott. We'll let you go, and thanks again to all my new subscribers, and hope everybody has had a Merry Christmas, and New Year's is coming up for me just around the corner, so I'm not sure when I'll get this video out there, but I hope you've had a great New Year's, and hopefully this will actually be the year I get water back in this tank. So appreciate you watching, and again, please rate and subscribe, and any questions or comments, I'm always happy to hear from you. Thanks.